Alright, what's up guys? FallinWinter here doing a deck profile for the Deletor deck. This is a starting Vanguard Igor. Basically, it's an auto skill. When your opponent's Vanguard is deleted, you put him into Soul, unflip 1 damage, and you draw a card. It's just really good because it makes Oksizz's effect basically a Counterblast 2 or Zaele, Swill, I'm not sure how to pronounce the Legion unit's name, but it makes it Counterblast 1, and it gives you a free card off into hand. Then we've got the trigger lineup, which is 8 crit, just because you kind of want to be as aggro in this deck as physically possible, and then 4 stands. You can also try running more stands in it. It's just that this is the easiest way to run it because they're all deleters, so you don't have to worry about Oksizz's effect not activating because you need the deleter counterblast. Then the 4 heals, and that is a grade 0 lineup. For grade 1, 4 of the 8k vanillas that are actually deleters. Sorry for the glare, it's kind of, there you go. It's just a really good, it's an 8k vanilla, which with the Legion unit, with this behind it, hits for 30s, and against deleted Vanguard, that makes them guard for a very high number. We've got for the 10k attackers, just because you want all of the pressure, and with one of these in front row, even without another unit, this hits for 10 to their 0 if they're deleted. Once again, as much aggression as physically possible. 2 of these units, just because they're not bad, and if they happen to need a guard while these are boosting, it could potentially hurt, especially when they're deleted. Basic skill is when your opponent's unit is deleted, your Vanguard, or their Vanguard, when this is boosting and it hits, you choose 1 unit on the front row, I believe, in the front row, and lock it. So it just adds more pressure, and if they guard it, then they probably guard it really heavily. And if they didn't, then you get a lucky unit in front row. Then 4 perfect guards, and then that's the grade 1s. For the grade 2s, we've got the Legion units. Basically, when their Vanguard is deleted and you call that to field, you choose 1 of their units in front row, and then you lock it. It's just a Legion mate. I don't usually use its effect, but if you can, you might as well. I run 3 of the 12k attackers. You can try running 4 of these instead, and 3 of the damage and flippers. I just tend to like the damage and flippers so that you can ensure that you can get as many skills or deletes off as possible. 12ks are good though, just because against a deleted Vanguard, this is a 12k plus 8k behind it, you're hitting for 20s against a 0. That means you're hitting a number. And then 4 of the damage and flippers on hit, which, considering their costs are kind of high, it's actually worth running as many of those as possible, in my opinion. Not always necessary, but I figured I'd try it right now. For the grade 3s, we've got 4 Oksizz. Its skill being Counterblast 3. It is an act, and it is not Limit Break, so you can activate this even at 3 damage. You choose 1 of your cards with Deleter, and you put it into Soul. And then this gets 10,000, so it's a 21 by itself, and you delete your opponent's Vanguard. The other great thing about this card is, during your opponent's ride phase, they have to discard a card from their hand to ride a grade 3, meaning they need to minus themselves out of another card from hand on top of the rewriting, just to get out of delete if they want to do so. If not, they're stuck swinging with the 0k Vanguard. And then lastly, we've got Zaele, which is the Legion unit. When he Legions, you can counterblast 2 and discard a card from your hand. You get pretty much skills. Sorry about that. You activate the skill, delete their Vanguard, and it gets 2k when it swings at Vanguard. Yeah. It's pretty straightforward. He's just there because he's one of the only grade 3s other than Oksizz, and he swings hard, which when you delete their Vanguard, you're at the least a 22, if not more, which means you have to guard even harder. That's pretty much the entire deck. It's very rush oriented, just because the higher damage you are when you get to delete, the higher chances they have to guard even harder, or they just have to no guard it and be really sad. If you guys have any questions, comments, suggestions, let me know in the comments. We'll see you in the next video.